Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to another reaction on this Mystelics Reacts channel. Big up the masses for definitely tuning in to yet another vibration, brothers and sisters. Big up the Mystelics family for being a part of these here vibrations yet again. You didn't have to, but you did. And I appreciate you definitely for doing that once again. And of course, the newcomers are there. Big up on yourself as well for tuning into these here vibrations. Of course, if you want to become a part of the Mystelics family, what do? Subscribe, brothers and sisters. Subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations. When they do tend to come through, you will definitely get that vibrations. You'll be notified by pop-up notification right there. That's what they call it. I think so. Yes, pop-up notification, brothers and sisters, on your YouTube. I think maybe in your email as well you get that. But of course, I would appreciate if you definitely do so for you to definitely become a part of the Mystelics family as well as be notified in that regard right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, don't forget to click the thumbs up button in right that. Click it, click the thing, man. Click the thumbs up button, click the like button to help push these videos further and further there. And of course, with that, stay right there, brothers and sisters. Wait, you don't click it yet now? Click it now for me, please. Yes. All right, brothers and sisters, let us get into the vibrations for today. Of course, we have this sentiment right there. We heard of the situation that took place in the Bells region, and thank God something has been done. But it's very interesting what has been done, brothers and sisters. Let's take a look. So we have the backhoe. So apparently somebody told me that there was a backhoe there. You see, not the backhoe, excavator. I only saw this, so I was like backhoe, all right. But there was an excavator there, brothers and sisters, and apparently the excavator went down with it. I thought was some individuals who were actually trying to work on it to rectify. I was like, yo, things are happening in Nature Island, the Caribbean, but that is not the case. So apparently this was probably just stuck there, and as a result of the rain and the conditions of the weather, you know, this thing caved in, and of course the excavator was there, and it of course went down as well. So we have another excavator clearing the side of the road there, brothers and sisters, to ensure that Dominicans have proper access. You know, proper access is key nonetheless. What was written in a meanwhile in Bells? All right. So they're pretty much extending the road inside. Okay, they're trying to make a passageway. Hopefully they put some what do you call it again, brothers and sisters? They put some tarish and some stones there, you know, because this is mud. Inside there's mud, you know. So hopefully that is done, and of course this was the final result right there. So I do see that they put some sort of stones and stuff, which is a good thing. But one thing I know, brothers and sisters, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, this is gonna stay there for probably next 2 years. Maybe. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. How long do you think that this is going to stay there like this? How long? Because apparently this was like this. You see this little yellow thing that you're seeing? This was like this for some time. Okay, this is nothing new that they put there. This was like this for some time, I was told. And of course, some of it fell inside this thing as well. So they extended the road inward. Oh, wonderful. You know, people need to pass, no doubt about it. I do have a concern that maybe there might be some landslides along that region, but hopefully that is not the case. Okay, all right. So they extended the road, kudos. But the question here is, how long will this stay like this? That is the greatest question in Dominica you can actually ask when it comes on to the Bells region right there. How long will this thing stay like this? Can you guys give an estimate? Let me know your thoughts, brothers and sisters. I say till the end of December. I say till, matter of fact, okay. If not till the end of this, if it stays like this until the end of December, it's then going to continue until next election. That is what I say, brothers and sisters. What are your bets in this? So your bets, not really money but stuff. But what are your bets, brothers and sisters? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below right there. On the radio station, however, of course, we have the legendary Mr. Lennox Linton giving his thoughts on the whole situation involving United Airlines. And not just United Airlines, but that of flights in Dominica. And I was listening to the radio station yesterday, brothers and sisters, and for some reason or the other, I was like, man, I wish I had that clip, man, to play for the people. Those of you guys, those of you who have not heard that clip, I mean, I wish, brothers and sisters, because I was hearing it on the radio, and lo and behold, brothers and sisters, I opened my phone this morning and bow, here you go, Mystelics. And of course, bow, here you go as well, brothers and sisters. We're going to definitely take a listen into this right there. But according to that situation right there, brothers and sisters, according to Lennox Linton,
Hi, Dominic.
Hi, Dominic. All right. And then, brothers and sisters, let's get into the flight situation and what Mr. Lennox Linton, the legendary, big up legendary Lennox, brothers and sisters, on the things that he's bringing forth to us Going back in time and making sure that we understand. Because one of the things in time, brothers and sisters, is that we don't understand our history. And if we don't understand or even know, much less to understand the history, brothers and sisters, we are doomed to repeat it. That is important right there, because some of you guys think, oh, something is happening, but let's take a listen to what the legendary has to say right there.
The grand display of pomp and ceremony for the inaugural flight of United Airlines to Dominica reminded me how much majoring in minors means to a ruling party relentlessly.
Majoring in minors. Yes, I use another Kendrick, man. A minor. Anyways,
reminded me how much majoring in minors means to a ruling party relentlessly keying Dominicans while dishing out the brutal consequences of stolen elections. The aircraft model used, the Boeing 737-700, which carries 126 passengers, was introduced into commercial service in 1998.
Repeat that for them, please. Repeat that again, sir.
Which carries 126 aircraft model used, the Boeing 737-700, which carries 126 passengers. Was introduced into commercial service in 1998.
1998. Let's continue.
27 years ago, and has therefore been available to fly to Dominica throughout the last 25 years of Labour Party government.
So in the time we could have flights in Dominica already? It was available to fly to Dominica, not true? But in the understanding that these brothers and sisters, I understand that the airport probably wasn't prepared, but we would have had this long time ago, brothers and sisters. People keep talking about having an international airport. If you guys remember what was happening back then, I actually did the reaction on this on the basis of what Mr. Edison James had to say, because he was there at that time. He was there. So I know I had a little understanding what was going on. When they talk about the international airport, I was a little boy, little tiny boy, but I remember, thank God for memory. They were talking about the international airport and wanted to come back. United Workers Party, I'm talking about right there on the Edison James. They wanted to come back to ensure that the international airport would have been built. We would have had an international airport for probably more than 20, not probably more. We would have had an international airport for over 20 years now. We let the rest of the Caribbean come and... let me continue.
And the last 21 years under the stewardship of Roosevelt Skerritt. In 2004, Dominica had 80,087 stopover arrivals.
Bring that back. Bring that back. How much Dominica had?
In 2004.
In 2004, that is 21 years ago, brothers and sisters. 21 years ago, Dominica had how much people?
Dominica had 80,087 stopover arrivals.
Okay, 80,000, more than the actual population of Dominica. That's the amount of people that was staying over, not passing through, you know, staying over in 2004.
Over the next 19 years to 2023, average stayover arrivals per year was 68,103.
So it dropped by over... Sorry about that, guys. I was interrupted right there. But let's continue right there. But as I was indicating right there, brothers and sisters, 80,000 to 68,000, that is 12,000 less people were coming in. Now, it's interesting that he has... let's continue.
Over the next 19 years to 2023, average stayover arrivals per year was 68,103, a decline of 15% under the watch of this regime.
A decline. But tourism is everybody's business. Remember that slogan? All right.
All this time, whether through Southwest or Delta or United or some other airline, the Boeing 737-700 was available to boost tourist arrivals from the U.S. market. As of the end of 2024, United Airlines was already providing direct services to over 20 Caribbean destinations.
So Dominica could have had that for over 20 years. No, brothers and sisters, over 20 years. I'm talking about including the preparation and everything with the flight. Dominica had the opportunity to do such a thing. It has been wasting time, lackadaisical, brothers and sisters, wasting time while our government officials pocketing their money, claiming that international airport being built. No, we see groundbreaking. We having party, yes, party, brothers and sisters. I think when you normally would have party, you would have at the end of it, not true? When you fix the road, you have a party. Not that, no, we go so backward that we having party before road make. We having party before the airport is finished. Don't you realize that, brothers and sisters, we have a lot of groundbreaking ceremonies, but we hardly have in the finale project. Which project in Dominica that's finalized? Talk to me. We had groundbreaking for abattoir. Let's continue.
So what exactly was the big celebration about? A late arrival to the party of international air services to the Caribbean? Last for too long in this world and behind in too many things?
And the reason why I like to post up this stuff, brothers and sisters, is because a lot of people are not aware. A lot of people are not aware of what is happening around them. So they would think that United Airlines coming in is some grand thing. I'll never forget we had American Airlines flying into Dominica. I remember as a little boy, I fly American Airlines out of Dominica already. We had American Airlines, American Eagle, whatever you want to call it, brothers and sisters. We had those things coming into Dominica. They stopped coming to Dominica. And then we reintroduced it again, and we had big fanfare. Wow! I tell you, this is crazy, bro.
A late arrival to the party of international air services to the Caribbean? Last for too long in this world and behind in too many things?
I was just going to say that. We had the opportunity to be one of the first set of people with an international airport in Dominica. The people allow themselves to be bamboozled by party politics instead of understanding what was going on. I would understand if you, okay, United Workers' Party, I would understand something very clear. You are making a claim that something is going to happen. Make sure that party finishes what they're doing. And then if they form in the royal, change the party now. You make them come and lie to you. They make the Labour Party come and lie to you. Tell you there's corruption. Up to now, they can't prove corruption on the United Workers' Party. It's very clear today that there's too much corruption taking place in Dominica. But today, brothers and sisters, we want to make it a fanfare. Oh, this is new. Wow.
The impression given is that Dominica is doing so wonderfully well with its destination marketing and tourism development strategy that international carriers are recognizing the growth potential offered by Dominica.
None of that is true. None of that is true. Just like American Airlines, when they stopped operation and started back, they had more planes and wanted to fly to a number of nations because they had more planes. So either they reached out to a number of Caribbean islands for them to be able to do so. Same thing with United Airlines. Very same thing. They have more planes coming through and want to make more destinations. They themselves indicated that they're going to be going to 5 more destinations. So you mean to tell me, what's her name again? The tourism minister, I forgot her name. You mean to tell me she's so good that she happened to negotiate for United Airlines to come to Dominica plus 5 other countries, 5 other places? Really? She that good? Or she has done absolutely nothing at all. United Airlines want to actually push the airlines to a number of places, realize that they are expanding and can expand to a number of places and thus increase that. And as a result, Dominica happened to be collateral. Not collateral, but in benefit. You understand what I'm saying in that regard? It's spill over. Dominica happens to be including the other Caribbean islands. But United Airlines have been flying a number of places as well. Barbados, I think they fly Barbados, Grenada. All would have international airports, brothers and sisters. Name a Caribbean island that doesn't have international airport. My goodness, Barbuda. Barbuda. Ay, Lord. We really not in it now. Barbuda have international airport. The same type of thing that Dominica trying to make. Say, you know, they're making a big thing, a whole hoopla. Billions of dollars. Barbuda have the same, what apparently looking like the same design.
And they're beginning to come on board in droves. Reality is, United Airlines is trying out service to Dominica.
Trying out.
Because government has signed on to a minimum revenue guarantee contract in which government has committed to ensure the airline gets the minimum level of revenue it expects for direct.
The minimum. So if it go below that, well, Kaipul Quasi, you know so that they'll say.
weekly flights from Newark, New Jersey to Melville Hall, Dominica. In other words, United Airlines is now flying direct to Dominica every Saturday with an assurance of financial viability on a route where it may struggle to attract sufficient passengers. Is there a similar arrangement with American Airlines? We do not know. We only know about this arrangement with United because Parliament approved the bank guarantee in December of 2024. Under the $11.1 million minimum revenue guarantee contract, covering 3 periods spread across 26 months, government will pay the difference where United Airlines' actual revenue falls below the agreed amount in its air service agreement with Discover Dominica Authority.
I think they were doing that. I think they were doing that very thing with American Airlines. Yes, remember American Airlines was daily flights to Dominica. You realize that stopped? You don't realize it stopped, no? But I realized it stopped because I was flying back and forth checking, but where American Airlines? And they didn't have it, so we had to take another plane to come through. Thank God. Copa Airlines. Big up Copa Airlines. You don't fly to Dominica, but you can fly different places and take another plane to come to Dominica right there. So we have that sentiment right here, brothers and sisters.
April to August 2025, 6 months. The minimum revenue guarantee is $3.8 million. August 25th to April 26th.
Let's go back a while.
April to August, where United Airlines' actual revenue falls below the agreed amount in its air service agreement with Discover Dominica Authority. April to August 2025, 6 months. The minimum revenue guarantee is $3.8 million. August 25th to April 26th, 8 months. The minimum revenue guarantee is $3.6 million.
So it's an actual trial. It's literally a trial run that they're doing. It's literally a trial run that they're doing.
And April 2026 to April 2027, 12 months, the minimum revenue guarantee is $3.7 million. Overall, a subsidy from the taxpayers of Dominica up to $11.1 million. $461,904 a month, or $106,262 every week. United lands at Melville Hall. What if the route remains unprofitable and creates an unsustainable financial burden for the taxpayers?
You know what that is? Guys, that is the minimum amount to it. When United Airlines negotiate and all those kind of things with Dominica to come fly Dominica, that is what they wanted. Apparently, it looks like Dominica them actually went to negotiate on the basis of actually having the flight, which obviously they had before. But obviously, you know, they have to meet a certain requirement amount, which would make sense for both United Airlines and for Dominica, trying to bring more people into Dominica. But the problem Dominica has is we put in the cart before the horse. You know how I know that? Because although we want more people to come, we don't have the activities to facilitate them. This is why I believe that when it comes down to seasonal, it makes sense for American Airlines to want to fly to Dominica daily when it comes down to Creole Festival or maybe Carnival time. Or maybe December time, maybe you can come, okay, we'll increase our flights, you know, in December, whole month of December, daily flights, whole month of between February and March, whenever Carnival time is around that time, you have people flying in and then flying them out. And then you have the Creole October, whole month of October going into early November, first week in November. You'll have flights like this, and then United Airlines will do the same. But if they don't meet the minimum requirement, brothers and sisters, that is coming out from us, our money coming out from, you know that, right? That is what is being stated right there, in case you didn't understand.
Will the subsidy-dependent airline for the taxpayers? What if the route remains unprofitable and creates an unsustainable financial burden for the taxpayers? Will the subsidy-dependent airline withdraw services once the guarantee ends? Apparently, the government does not know, nor does it seem to care. Not those experts there.
Which expert that? Lennox, you have plenty hope in that Dominica calling them export way. I understand you being sarcastic about it. But you don't have to react to that.
Not those experts that know too much to even consider alternatives like revenue sharing, airport incentives, and marketing partnerships. We have lost an average of 12,000 stayover arrivals per year since 2004. If we max out the United Airlines deal and the Boeing 737-700 flies full into Dominica
every Saturday,
every week, that's an additional 6,552 passengers per year on where we are now.
So it'll still fall short. It'll still fall short. Because we are 12,000. We have to reach back to where we was before, you know, brothers and sisters. We have to reach back to where we was in 2004, which is 80,000. At present, we are 68,000 averaging, which means averaging 12,000 loss. United Airlines will bring in about 6,000 more. We're still short. Even the inclusion of night landing. You think night landing will bring in more planes. They say, oh, the airport shut down at 5 o'clock or whatever, 6 o'clock, whatever, we cannot see. You have night landing. More airplanes will fly into Dominica. That still has not increased it. It still has not increased it, brothers and sisters. And now we have United Airlines. So we have night landing plus United Airlines, and we are still short. We are still short, brothers and sisters. But hey, at least, hope that is, and that is if they meet the minimum requirement. If.
Oh, let's cross our fingers and hope for the best. Remember,
our vision is to reach 500,000 stayover visitors by 2030.
Gasa, in 5 years, Mesami, in 5 years, all you there for 20 years, and all you go down the drain, not up. But for some reason or other, you hoping that we reach 500,000 stayovers. And we cannot even reach the 80,000 we had in 2004. Really?
That is our goal.
500,000 stayover arrivals, 500,000 stayover arrivals by 2030.
5 years.
We have been in decline for over 2 decades, struggling to achieve an average of 70,000 stayover arrivals.
Trying. We're trying to get to 70,000. 20 years, them people there, 20 years. Everything these people touch going down the drain. Every single thing. We're extending a runway at present while trying to build an international airport, wasting the people's money. Why didn't we just look to extend the runway? Just look to extend it for as fast as possible. Extend the runway a bit more, extend the runway, put a little more housing here and there. We can, there's a set of bush. When you're going in the line and going up the runway, there's a set of bush there, brothers and sisters. We can put more houses there. And we can make that area the international airport. We struggled 20 years. We're going on the drain. And for some reason or other, I think in 5 years, this same set of people think that they can get 500,000, every day 100,000, you know. 500,000 people stay over for you.
Per year. During that period, Antigua and Barbuda has averaged over
1 million.
250,000 stayover arrivals per year.
Oh, stayover arrival. I was thinking of tourists, brothers and sisters, because they did it last year. In 2023, they were close to 1 million. I think they were 900 and something. And people were laughing, saying Antigua not gonna make it. Antigua make it. Antigua turn Barbie. I watch. One of my people there, who is part of... I saw the designs, brothers and sisters. I saw it on the computer. I saw these things. I saw them in the airport. I be with one of the Mystelics. Oh, Lord,
yeah, but some way, somehow, within the next 5 years, Dominica's stayover arrivals will move from 28% to 200% of the stayover arrivals in Antigua and Barbuda. You can't make that stuff up, but maybe you can make it make sense. Dominic.
Dominic. It's like a man telling you Nancy stories and you sit down around the bonfire trying to eat some marshmallows and you're there, it sounds so real. And because you're sitting down nice and you're comfortable, the warmth hitting you, you by the beach and bonfire and everybody singing Kumbaya. That is what it's sounding like. So you're happy. So whatever the story they're telling you around the bonfire, everybody together, and you say yes. Not knowing that the whole thing is fake. It is not real. Reality tells you that there's some level of growth. When you look at Dr. Thompson's fountain in South Sudan, and you see the trajectory mark of the GDP increasing, it shows you bit by bit that of course there is positive change taking place in South Sudan as a result of Dr. Thompson Fountain and the things that you have to say. It's low, yes, but it's still positive. This is why I always tell you guys, it's not just saying, oh, the United Coast Party going to come in and then magic is going to happen. Wow, that is not going to take place, brothers and sisters. This is why it will take a number of years. This is what I'm telling individuals. Send your family members overseas to get a better education. Send them. Labor rights, stay in Dominica. All you is the whole cause. So all labor rights, stay in Dominica. All you voting for the people and are you running from the people all you voting for. Make it make sense for me, please. So you have to send your family members overseas, especially the young ones. Send them. You don't have to be America. If they get the opportunity for them to get to study in the United States, make them study. Obviously, you know what Trump is going to be doing? He's going to be giving people green cards when they come and study and finish graduate. Problem with that is you will need to either get scholarships or you will have to put your house, which maybe most of all you stay in an apartment. Boy, I tell you, that is something else, eh? It's like everywhere you look to see if you can get the elevated opportunity. You want to put your house up for a loan. The house you stay in most likely is owned by the state. So you cannot put it up. You cannot pass it down to your family. None of that stuff. The economy in North Dominica are not doing well. So those who can do it, mes amis, those who can do it, send your children overseas. They don't have to go in the United States. They can go in the Caribbean. Just simple Caribbean. Go Antigua if you can go Antigua. Go Barbados, go St. Kitts, go Grenada, go St. Lucia. Well, St. Lucia, yeah, you can go. I don't know. St. Lucia is an interesting place right now. St. Lucia is a very interesting place right now. But it's still there, economically speaking, because of the tourists and so forth. So even St. Vincent, you're advising people to go St. Vincent. There are Dominicans I know who left Dominica to go St. Vincent. Yes! Because St. Vincent is better economically than Dominica. How do I know this? You know the GDP factor for St. Vincent, brothers and sisters, is $1 million. You know what Dominica only is? 600 million. We're falling short. St. Vincent, we are tourism, we are agriculture, we are, they say, we have all kinds of things, brothers and sisters. And for some reason or the other, Dominica is not elevating. I can give a wild idea. Maybe because the government them is pocketing the money that is used or supposed to be used to actually help the people. But hey, who am I to say that? No. What are your thoughts, brothers and sisters? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. This is all about for this reaction today. I will definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe just me, but leave your thoughts. Let me know your comments in the comment box below right there. Of course, click the thumbs up button if you understand what I'm saying. And of course, don't forget, if you have not done so, subscribe and turn on post notification. With that, today, brothers and sisters, be real, solid the king always. Be positive.